Hey, hey, hey. Hello, hello. Come on in. Hi, everyone. I am super excited to be here. This is Dr. Conti Terrell. And I am I can't wait to talk about this because I got a lot of text calls, inboxes. And when I get text calls and inboxes, that means there's some things on your mind. All right, for those who don't know who I am Dr. Conti Terrell. I am the founder and CEO of Fresh Spirit Wellness for Women, where we've helped women to overcome toxic relationships for almost 30 years now. And then on the flip side of that, I am also the CEO of Dr. Conti's Success Next Level Coaching, the Success Season Workshop, so that now you overcome toxic relationships and you're doing great, or you never had a toxic relationship but you want to build your success financially. I help you do that. Many women want to do their businesses and launch businesses, and I can't wait to help you. We do have a Success Season Workshop coming up at the end of August, so please register. I will put the link here. It's a 3-day free workshop. You don't want to miss it. You've got to have, many of you have seen the people who have just done some amazing things. So the 22nd, 3rd, and 4th of August, we will be doing the next Success Season Next Level Coaching free 3-day workshop. All right. Now, also, you see the ticker going by at the bottom. Many of you know I used to do the Legacy Awards and Gospel Concert, one of the most anticipated events of the year in Houston. And so this year we're doing something totally different. Everybody kept saying, Dr. Conti, when are you bringing back the Legacy Awards? When are you bringing back? I'm so excited that you guys liked it so much. We did it for 10 years, 10 years straight. We're not doing it. Everything evolves. Everything is better. Everything gets bigger. And so everything is more royal, and that's where we're going. I am focusing more this year on healthy relationships, healthy marriages, singles, attracting healthy relationships, attracting healthy men, all those good things. So this Royal Empowerment Gala and Experience is a 2-day event, and it is going to be Friday night networking, live music, cash bar, past hors d'oeuvres. You know how I do it. And we're going to then break off into sections. All right. We're going to have some, I cannot wait to tell you all some of the people that are going to be coming. We're going to have someone that's going to be speaking to the single women, someone speaking to the men. This is everybody. And someone that's going to be empowering and speaking to couples, all right? Married couples and those who are engaged, getting ready to be married, all right? Because we want to really hone in on being healthy, being happy, enjoying relationships and enjoying life. Even if you're single, preparing an exciting life for yourself while you are, as I said, becoming the cake. You guys know I talk about being the cake in my Sisters Time to Queen Up. That's the not for sale version. Not that it's a bad version. That's just the one we had to do the draft on. This is the actual copy that went bestseller, my 3rd best-selling book. All right. So helping the single women be the cake so that you are attracting the right icing that's going to enhance your cake and be your covering. All right. So listen, you guys have got to get your tickets early. It is going to sell out. I hate to say that because people think you're just saying it to attract other people. But if you've ever been to any one of my events, I bet you can say for sure you knew every seat was filled and it did sell out. So the proof is in the pudding. And we're just trusting God that He's going to keep doing what He's always done. I'm so grateful to all the things that God has done. All right. And the blessing is God has done it for an amazing cause. It goes to my nonprofit organization that is the oldest African-American founded organization that helps women in domestic violence in Harris County. All right. Like 26 years. We're celebrating 26 years this year. That's huge. That's big. So come out, support, come out and celebrate. We also, this month is Black Philanthropy Month. All right. And we are super excited. All right, let me see. Someone has made a comment. Now, y'all bear with me. Hi, Raul. Get it, Doc. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One of my boss men, thank you. You know, we are honored to also be chosen by Global Giving. And if you don't know who Global Giving is, it is a platform where people give to reputable, vetted organizations from, these people are from all over the world. And so to be accepted in the Global Giving family means so much to Fresh Spirit because, they vet you. They had to check everything. We, make sure all of our T's are crossed and our I's are dotted. And thank God, I like to do things with integrity and right, and things are done right. And so we've been chosen for them to support us. And so this month is Black Philanthropy Month. And so Fresh Spirit has been chosen as the Black Philanthropy organization that they're going to match any gift that you give. You can give $1 or $500. They're going to match anything up to $500. If you give $500 and donate $500 to Fresh Spirit, they're going to match it. You donate 20, they're going to match it. If you donate 100, they're going to match it. So listen, I need you guys to donate to Fresh Spirit, www.freshspirit.org. Actually, the link is there, but I'm also going to put the link here that will take you straight to the Global Giving platform. So make sure that you all do that. We've been doing a great job for 26 years, and we thank everybody who has supported us for all of these years. So go and support with the Global Giving, and then also get your ticket and join us at the Royal Empowerment Experience and Gala. All right, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. All right, share this. If you're coming on now, share it. If you're going to come on later, share it. This is a participatory conversation. So I would love for you all to join in on the conversation. So make your comments and everything in the comments. Share, like, set your reminders that this is going to be happening every Sunday. Live with Dr. Conti, Ask Dr. Conti, Get Ready with Dr. Conti, all that. We're going to talk about it here on Sunday evenings. I am trying my best to get here at 6:30. As you see, we're a little bit late today, popping on, but we are here. All right. So the question and the comments that I've been talking to my queens about this week is all about emotions. Everybody's talking about emotions. So first of all, it started out with me crying about my lovely baby. He's actually right here and doing pretty good right now. Crying about my lovely baby, Mari, who was sick. And I gave him a birthday party. He turned 15, and I gave him a birthday party. I said if he made it 15 years, I was going to give him a party. And then there was a woman that, wrote into me and said that was so amazing, and it was something that she really would have loved to have done herself, but her partner would have never co-sign or sign off on something like that. And she felt some kind of way about that, And so she wanted to talk to me about her emotions and sharing those emotions with him on how she felt because he wasn't open to her doing something that she valued so much. So we talked about that a little bit last week. And so I guess that wasn't enough because you guys keep writing. And then I had someone, excuse me, write into me. My allergies have been a little bit crazy lately. And I have my Queen Up cup, absolutely. And of course, all of my Queen Up merchandise is on sale on the Dr. Conti website, www.drcontispeaks.com. You get whatever it is that you want on the back side. Of course, mine has all of my information and my logo on the back side. And then on the front side, of course, it says Queen Up. All right. So the other conversation and question that I got was someone was saying, when do I actually share those emotions? Because I was saying it's okay to share emotions. You should share emotions. And so someone else wrote into me, and I am on Facebook on two of my pages, and I am on YouTube, and I think Instagram. So I've got a couple of comments coming in on different lines. So please come in. I'm going to catch them all if I can, and I will definitely answer if I have to go back. Let me know that you're watching. Say hello to me, and then comment on the topic. So the other woman contacted me, and she said, "Listen, you've been talking about emotions, and I feel like I need to ask you a question." She says, "I have not been, and I did a reel about this, so you may have seen the reel. I have not been showing my emotions. I'm going through a divorce. My ex-husband was toxic and very abusive, and I decided to divorce because it was the best thing for me and my family." And she said, "But I haven't been showing my emotions with my daughters around because," and I said, "Well, why?" And she said, "Because I didn't want them to think that I was regretting the decision that she made." So I said, "Well, absolutely. You want to show your emotions, but you also want to communicate." Her daughters are teenagers. Because what you don't want to do is not show emotions, and they think that, I mean, this is their dad. They think, okay, well, did you ever even love my dad? Or, it sends a whole bunch of confusion in their mind. If you don't communicate, then they kind of come up with whatever it is that they want to come up with to deal with their own hurt. Because you got to realize divorce not only just affect you, it affect the children as well. So I said, no, you want to cry in front of them. It's okay to grieve the loss of a marriage. Let me tell you, sisters, queens, a loss is a loss is a loss. The 5 stages of grief work whether you are losing a loved one to death, or losing a marriage, or losing a job, losing anything that's a pet. You see how devastated I was at the thought of losing my pet? So grief will happen, and the 5 stages of grief will happen no matter what you're going through if it's a loss. And so just because you have a great valid reason for ending a marriage doesn't mean you're not going to grieve the loss of that marriage. It wasn't all bad. You didn't get in it thinking it was going to be bad. So there's got to be some grief there. And you want to be honest and show your children that you are human. Yes, it didn't work, but I loved him. I at some point I trusted him. At some point we procreated you. We made you, and you're such a blessing to have come through this union. And it's a sad thing that it's not continuing. So you want to be able to still grieve, but have that type of communication and say, listen, I am sad because what I had envisioned and what we thought was going to be is not going to be. I'm grieving the loss of that, and the loss of the good times, and the loss of the memories, and the loss of the, all of the work that went into making this marriage work. I'm grieving that. However, I don't regret the decision. I don't regret the choice that I made to divorce this person. You have to be honest that this is not the type of marriage or healthy relationship that I had envisioned me in and raising you girls in. And I don't want to continue showing and training you that it's okay, because it wasn't. So we had that conversation. It was, a great conversation, but it also brought to my recollection that this is a conversation that women don't understand how to have. And we still don't know how to deal with our emotions and talk about our emotions. And so our emotions are valid. We are emotional creatures. We are emotional creatures. So I want to talk really quick today, and I'm going to hop off, and then I'm going to probably go put on a swimsuit, get in a jacuzzi or the hot tub, because I need to relax, unwind. It's been a great long week, but it's been great because, again, like I said, some amazing positive things have happened. My doggy baby is good. The event is going well and having some great times, but I have to unwind. My superpower is empowering you to be super. And in order for me to do that, I have to pour into me. I'm constantly telling you, queens, you have to figure out what it takes for you to be super and pour into yourself on those things. All right. So, and one of those things could be releasing your emotions. You can't be super. You can't be healthy. You can't be positive if you're not able to release emotions. All right. So I'm going to talk about when it's good to release those emotions and when it is not so good. All right. Really quickly. First of all, we need to release emotions, or it's okay to show your vulnerability and that you're emotional once you're able to trust someone. When we're able to trust people, then, that's when you want to be able to release those emotions. Not, relationships are a work in progress. But once you build that strong foundation of trust and that mutual respect, it's important to feel confident that your partner will listen without judgment, and will provide support. So when you are in a position where you trust a person enough, then that's when you should be able to, show all of those emotions. But the problem comes in, my sisters, my beloved queens, the problem comes in when we start trusting people with things way too soon. For those who follow me for a long time, you may have heard my Bentley example and story. And let me go ahead and tell it again. So trust is warranted. Trust is something that is built, it's earned. It's just not given freely. And I use the example, I'm always talking about my dream car and when I get my Bentley and my Bentley and my Bentley. So my story and my example is, if I had my Bentley today and you saw me in the parking lot or at the gas station, and I know you from social media, or I may know you from, another situation where we have frequent and we've seen each other, but I don't know you. I haven't built trust in you. You haven't earned my trust. And we're pulling up in the gas station. I'm pulling up, you're pulling up, and you're like, Dr. Conti, you got that Bentley. I see you, girl. I see you. Come on, chunk me the keys. Deuces. Throw me those keys. Okay, I'm going to say, girl, I know I got it. Isn't it amazing? Look, come on. I may trust you enough to say, hop on a passenger side. Let me just take you around the block. Okay? I may not even trust you enough to do that. But now, Tony, who is my program manager, who is tried and true, she's trusted with my, very important information, running the business and a whole bunch of stuff. If she says, "Ooh, Queen Boss Lady," that's what she calls me. "Ooh, Queen Boss Lady, ooh, we got that Bentley. Come on, chunk me the keys." Guess what I'm gonna do? Boop. She got it. Because she's earned that trust. So the problem is we give over our heart and all of our compassion and vulnerabilities we're more cautious about giving over a metal piece of, material than we are about giving over our hearts. People have to earn that. I meant to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but I did not. And I just dropped it trying to stop it from ringing. I did not. But we need to remember that you can't treat a piece of merchandise. If you get that, in other words, if you get that example and that resonate with you and that makes sense to you, then supersize that. It's even more important to make sure that the person that you're trusting with your emotions and that your heart has earned that trust. So that's the one thing, showing those emotions with someone who has earned and who has, it's warranted to be able to show those valuable feelings and emotions to. All right. Number 2 reasons when it's okay to show those emotions is when the relationship deepens. When we meet people, come on, y'all have heard it. We meet the representative, all right? We meet the representative. I'm on my best behavior. They're on their best behavior. You're on your best behavior. But really, until the relationship deepens, and remember, I always say patience is the weapon, the best weapon used to reveal deception. So we try to sometimes, we move a little bit too quickly. But when the progress becomes more serious and it deepens, and the emotional intimacy has grown, and this person is tried and true, and their actions are matching their mouth, and they're not just trying to hook you and reel you in, then you want to be a little bit more vulnerable and more emotional and sharing, who you are and that side of you. And the last thing that I want to say, the last thing for now is mutual sharing. Okay. You have to make sure that you're not the only one that's emotionally open. Your emotional openness needs to be reciprocated. Is this person vulnerable? Is this person sharing vulnerable emotional information with you? Is this person someone that's supporting your emotions? And is this someone that it's mutual? Because sometimes we are involved with people who are emotionally unavailable. And you're looking for them to support you and to listen to you and to be sympathetic when you're sick, sympathetic when you're upset, sympathetic when you're stressed, sympathetic when your emotions are on 10, but they are emotionally unavailable. That's like trying to cut open an orange and get out apple juice. I don't care how you slice an orange. I don't care how you cut it. I don't care if you take it and slang it up against the wall and let it bust and all the juice sprout out. It's going to still be orange juice. So you can't get apple juice out of an orange. So if that person is unavailable emotionally, then you are wasting your emotions by sharing them with someone who cannot reciprocate that and receive that. All right. So that's just 3 little tips, that when women want to show their emotions and their vulnerabilities in relationships, that is just 3 little tips to just kind of go by. I have a plethora of more, but that is more than enough. Those 3 are big. They're big. So listen, share this information. Your girlfriend, your queen sister, your coworker, somebody needs to know this, because we are pouring in so much, giving so much, showing all of our emotions, because we're such emotional creatures, and not receiving it, and mad and frustrated and thrown off and acting crazy. But you put your eggs in a basket that you shouldn't have. All right. So next, when is it not good, Dr. Conti? When is it not good to be showing those emotions? First of all, we all know that when you are in a heated argument, and emotions, can run very high, and you're in an argument and you're expressing intense emotions in the heat of the moment, and and it may escalate into a conflict, it's best to take a step back, calm down, and then address the issue in a more rational manner. That is not the time to screaming and hollering and showing all those emotions, and you're mad and you're angry and you're hurt and you're crying, as I call it, full blown, as I call it in my first book that I wrote 19 years ago. When you're showing all those full-blown emotions, and it's not right, it's not the right time. It's irrelevant. You're angry, they're not even listening. It's not productive. All right. So that's the time to not show those emotions. All right. What about when Everything is overwhelming. That's another time that goes with heated arguments. Sometimes things are just overwhelming, and you find yourself overwhelmed by emotions, that full blown emotions. As I said, you're mad, you're angry, you're sad, you're upset. Something major is going on in your life. You've had a major life stress or tragic. That's not the time. Wait until you've had time to process your feelings before you discuss them. And then you can discuss them calmly, but also you can discuss them accurately. Because when you're upset like that or overwhelmed, even the emotions and the feelings that you're trying to express, they get all crossed up. And you're trying to express how hurt you feel because of the insensitivity that maybe happened when they said something or whatever. But you're not even expressing that. You're expressing the anger. You're expressing and so again, when things are a heated argument, when your emotions and everything is just overwhelmingly high, you want to not express those emotions at that time. You want to wait till it's a little bit more calmer. Definitely not. This is a good one. Oh, y'all, look. This one requires my button. No. For the last time, no. You do not discuss or show those emotions when you're at an important event or commitment, certain occasions such as family gatherings, work-related events, commitments, family reunions, all strong emotions, especially if they can disrupt an event or add unnecessary stress. It is not the time. It is not the time. The same thing goes for a public setting. A public setting or a social setting. While it's essential to be emotional and emotionally open with your partner, and I'm telling you, I advocate that you should have a partner if you don't have a partner that you can be emotionally vulnerable with, first of all, you don't have a healthy relationship. But if you do, there's still times when it is a more appropriate time to share those emotions. And in the public, doing events, doing social settings, it is just not that time. You wait and you pull. If you're join me, say hello, let me know you're watching, tell me who you are. We're talking about what's a good time and not so good time for queens to show their emotions in relationships, all right, and marriages. You want to make sure that you pull that person to the side later, or you hold it in. When you get home, you say, baby, honey, pookie wookie, bookie baby, all that, whatever you call your boo. Tonight is unacceptable. Tonight shouldn't have happened like that. I feel that, because it's just your feelings, which doesn't mean it's not valid, but it doesn't mean it is fact. But if you feel it, that's fact enough that a healthy person should be able to listen and receive what you have to say. I feel that situation today was very hurtful or very disruptive or very disrespectful. You talk about it when you get home or later or in the car or away from people, okay? I remember one time I was dating someone, great person. And remember, I always say, you should be dating great people. Everybody you date should be a great person, okay? That's why I say ask the right questions. But great don't mean great for you. Might not be the right person for you. Might be the best person in the world for Sally or Sue or Renee or Regina or Rebecca or Danielle or Shaquisha or whomever else. But you should be dating healthy people. Remember, healthy attract healthy, Sick attracts sick. So I was dating someone. That person's healthy. I'm healthy. It's a great healthy relationship. Wasn't the we shouldn't have been married. Thank goodness we both realized that. But we were coming out of a situation one time, a restaurant or it's probably some kind of live music joint because I love live music. And as we were walking out, it was a couple. It was six of us and all couples. There was a couple in front of us. We're in the middle, and it was a couple behind us. And we're all walking out. And there's this woman. So there was a group of women standing over to the side. And there's this woman, as we're walking out, snatched my guy that I'm dating, just like snatched him, like literally, and pulled him over. And it was loud, so I couldn't see or hear what was going on. But just how she snatched him to her was, like, whoa. And I kept walking, the group, my couple friends, we just kept walking. And so one of the friend that was behind me was like, did you see how she snatched your man? I said, I felt it because he was holding on to me. So I was like, whoa. And she was like, girl, you better than me because you kept walking, honey. I'd have snatched him back. I'd have said, excuse me, you do see that he's with me, right? And the person in front of us didn't see it. But when we got out, she was like, where is? And I said, some woman pulled him back there. And she was like, what? I continued to walk to the car. Because when you're dating people that you have earned their respect, you've earned their trust, they've earned your respect, they've earned your trust, and they're healthy, I trusted that he would handle that. I didn't have to show all those emotions at that public place. Had he not handled it, I would have handled it in the car. However, I didn't even have to. He cut it off. He came immediately. Trust me, we're all walking. Before I could even get to the car, he's at that car, opening the door for me, doing what he normally does because he respects me. And he was very like, that was such and such. She did it, open. It was nothing for us to even have an argument about. But again, the mindset of the person, my friends that were behind me, that was something that would have caused something that was, again, not needed, not necessary. You displayed healthy emotions. You're absolutely right, Deshaun. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Healthy emotions. Healthy attract healthy, sick attract sick. And even if that person may have had a negative or derogatory motive, that's her issue. I know what we have. And even if we don't have that or what I thought we had, it's still not going to take me out of the character that I've worked hard to obtain. So that is one of the examples that I wanted to say when we're talking about public settings and not going off in the public and being so, headstrong about something that you might want to wait and get in the car and say, honey, Pookie Boo Boo, what was that about? All right, my last one, and I'm going to get out of here because I'm going to go relax in the hot tub. My last one is, like I said earlier, a time that you do not. Hey, Felicia, the ability to control your emotions entails controlling your behavior. Yes, it does. If you're coming on late, thank you for joining us. This is Dr. Conti Terrell. I am coming to you today talking about when it is a good time to or not. Like, when should I express my emotions with my partner? I've had so many calls, so many texts wanting to talk about this subject. Listen, anything else that you want to talk about, please inbox me, talk to me, call me, text me, email me. I really want to be able to make sure that you're experiencing the queen up type of relationships, type of lifestyle. It's time to queen up, sis. It's time to queen up, queens. That's what this is all about. Sis to sis, it is time to queen up. It's time to queen up. So you don't want to be out there, just acting a plum fool, and you've embarrassed yourself, you've embarrassed your partner, you've been, your children, your friends. That's right. Hashtag queen up. Woo, woo, woo. I like that, Felicia. Hashtag queen up. It's time. It's time. And if you're with someone, let me say this. Let me put this little, disclaimer there. If you're with someone, sis, queens, that you're constantly feeling like you want to go off like that, that means that they're constantly putting you in a position where you're not feeling respected, putting you in a position that you're not feeling that you can trust them with your heart. And so guess what? Are your emotions or your vulnerability. And so guess what? If you continue to allow a person to put you in those positions, then you are training them. I did a get ready with me on that. You are training them. I say train people how to treat you. So guess what you've just done? You've trained them that they can continue to treat you like that. And as bad as it makes you feel, and you keep wanting to go off and you're mad and you want to cuss a woman out. Y'all know about calling the woman and slashing tires. No. I probably should have wore the darn, but look, I done almost wore the no off the button, all right? Queen up. No. You get out of it. You walk away. That's not the icing and the covering you need on your cake. If you're the cake and you're getting all your ingredients in your cake and you're doing all that you need to do to be the cake, that's putting mud on top of your cake. You need to scrape that mud off and keep on going. Or it may not even be mud. It may be peanut butter, but it's still not enhancing your cake. So listen, I enjoyed this conversation because, like I said, it started with me showing emotions about the dog. And then it started with, thank you for the laughs. Then it started with someone saying that they couldn't have done that because their partner didn't respect or value that was important to them. And how should I share my emotions, Dr. Conti, with my partner to say, listen, that was important to me. I would have loved to do that. And then I talked about that, and then someone else inboxed and said, hey, you talking about emotions. What about this? I haven't shown my emotions to my daughters, and my exes, I divorced him, and I didn't want to show my emotions because I thought that they would think that meant I regretted the situation. And I covered that earlier. If you're coming on late, please say replay. Let me know you're watching the replay, but also make sure you watch it from the beginning. It's some absolute valuable information here. Share this, put your reminders on. Every Sunday, I want to come to you. Let me know what it is that's important that you want to talk about. Scrape that mud, peanut butter, or whatever off your cake. Good idea. Absolutely. Scrape it off. Scrape it off. So we are emotional creatures. So it's okay to be emotional. Y'all know I will cry. I will be watching a Lifetime movie where I'm crying like I know the people. I cry when something happens exciting and wonderful for my friend or my friend's children. You would think they were my children or that thing happened to me. I'm crying tears of joy like, yay! Women, we are emotional creatures. It's okay to be emotional. But you want to make sure that if you're in a relationship, you're with someone that values and respects and has earned the trust for you to be sharing those vulnerable places and those vulnerable emotions that you have, so that they are making sure and that you're making sure that you are putting it in a safe place. All right. That's it for tonight. Dr. Conti coming to you live every Sunday evening. All right. Let me know what else I can share with you that's going to help you be super. Because remember, my superpower is empowering you to be super. Also, if you want to be super financially and in your business, don't forget to sign up for the Next Level Success Season 3-day free workshop that's coming up at the end of this month. All right, y'all be blessed. I love you, and there is absolutely nothing, nary thing that you can do about it. Bye-bye.